Conservative commentator Charles Krauthammer said that Stephen Bannon's dismissal from the White House makes him immensely more powerful, and that his next steps at Breitbart News will be really a bloody affair. He made the comments on Fox News Friday night. In the wake of everything we saw this week, it obviously was not a message that well received, Bret Baier asked. I think that was part. There were several strikes against Bannon about that interview, Krauthammer responded. North Korea, the undermining of the president's policy, basically saying it's a bluff and it's an empty bluff. The China part where he said we're at war, economic war with China. Just when the president is trying to use Chinese influence on the North Korea problem, and then this, he added. I mean, it may be that they've made their calculation, the president has, particularly when he came out for retaining the Confederate memorials. This is a winning issue, if you look at the polls, it is a winning issue. And they want to play this in part to get away from the Charlottesville press conference, he continued, but also in part because it's a winning issue, a cultural issue inside the country. But you don't say it out loud, he said. That's what was so amazing about this. Bannon was saying we want race to be an issue, he explained. We want the country to be divided over this, because we're gonna win. So you add that, I think, on a ledger of things you simply don't say in an interview, and you had what I called on the show earlier, the scaramucci moment. There are certain things that you simply can't say and survive, he concluded. And he didn't survive. Look, what happened today is that the Civil War moved from inside the White House to outside the White House, Krauthammer explained. But the war continues. Bannon is very clearly going after the same list of people he found were undermining the president that he talked about in that interview, he added. He's going to go after them from the Breitbart platform or any other. He is going to go after the softies as he sees it on policy and, you know, this is going to be really a bloody affair, he concluded. I think he's been immensely strengthened. I mean, who heard of Bannon a year ago? He asked rhetorically. Everybody's heard of Bannon now, and I think the meeting with the GOP donors, Mercers, is very significant. He's got billions of dollars behind him. The platform, the machinery of Breitbart under him, and he's got a clear free fire zone. He's not held back anymore, Krauthammer concluded. This, I mean, for Trump it was quite a risk, which is I think why it took him so long to get rid of Bannon. It was a double-edged sword, and he's now gonna have to face one of those edges. Bannon was dismissed Friday and immediately stepped back into his old position at Breitbart News. In a jarring interview soon after being fired, he declared that the Trump presidency was over, and that he was gearing up to attack the GOP establishment that he saw as the cause for President Trump's weakening on key issues.